Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to explain about electrical power and electrical energy. In this video, I want to explain about electrical power and electrical energy. Now, suppose in our houses, we will use so many appliances like fan, TV, fridge, bulb, tube light. So like that, so many electrical appliances we will use. Generally fan or TV, fridge, bulb, mixie, like that, all are using some electric power. All are using some electric power. That means they will consume some electrical energy. They will consume some electrical energy. That electrical energy only our meters will read that how much energy is consumed by our appliances, the total energy, and monthly we will pay the electric bill. That only we are paying electric bill. No, what is that bill means? How much energy we are utilizing, that energy they are reading in terms of units. So according to the rate, for unit 3 rupees, 4 rupees, like that we will pay the bill. Now in this video we will learn what is power and what is energy, what is unit. We are paying the electric bill based on the units. What is units? How can we measure the units? Okay, that all we will learn. Now, first of all, electric power. This is indicated with P, electric power. Now, suppose take any conductor. If you apply EMF, that means voltage, some charge Q passing from this end to this end, A to B. Suppose Q coulombs of charge is passing from A to B because of this EMF. When EMF is applied across the conductor, the electric field will produce across the conductor. Due to that field, all the electrons will move. I told all these in primary that videos. So that's why, because of that, here what our consideration is, Q coulombs of charge is moving from end A to end B in 1 second. So for that the work is done by the Fe. That means this Fe, electric field, is doing some work on the Q to moving from A to B. This force is moving this Q charge from end A to end B. That's why work done by the Fe on charge Q to move from A to B in 1 second. That is what W. How much work is done? W is equal to here Q into how much voltage is V. So this is equation 1. See, the work done by the electric field on the charge passing from A to B in 1 second is W is equal to QV. W is equal to QV. So that means the energy lost by the charge is the energy lost by the charge. The energy lost by the charge is equal to this W. See, because of this work is doing this way, Fe is doing some work. Because of that work only, it is some energy is lasting. This lost energy is equal to the work done. So the energy lost by the charge is equal to W. So the energy lost by the charge in 1 second, that is equal to W by T. This is equal to W by T. Now from the equation, see, W by T, if you write from the equation 1, you write from EQ1, this is W by T, this is equal to W is QV, W by T means what? QV by T. W is QV, equation 1. Here we want this charge per second is W by T. This is what? QV by T. This is also you can write T. This is separate Q by T into V we can write. Q by T into V. Q by T means what? Charge per time second. charge per second is called, we know already, charge per second, the charge passed per second in any conductor is called current. So this is equal to current I. Therefore here W by T is equal to I. But we know work done per time is called work done per second, or work done per unit time is called energy. So this is energy. Therefore this is electrical energy, that is P is equal to IV. So like this, the power is equal to, electric power is equal to voltage into current. So electric power is equal to what? Voltage into current. P is equal to V into I. Okay. By this we can derive some more equations. What are those means? P is equal to, I will leave V like this only, because I, see, by Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R, or R is equal to V by I. This we know. By V is equal to IR formula only, I we want means V by R we want means V by I. So now I instead of I we can write V by R. See, according to Ohm's law, according to power, this law, P is equal to V into I. We know. Now only we derive. P is equal to V into I. Power is equal to voltage into current. This only V into, I don't change this voltage, but instead of I, according to Ohm's law, we can write V by R. That's why this becomes V into V is V square by R. So P is equal to V square by R, another formula. Now next P is equal to, now I will change V, I don't change I. Instead of V, I can write IR. Instead of V, I wrote IR instead of V. Again I is there anyway, I. So is equal to I into I now, I square R. This is another formula. So 1, 2, 3. These three are useful formulas for electric power. P is equal to V into I, P is equal to V square by R, P is equal to I square R. Whenever according to the situation we can use these formulas. Now see, in our bulbs, I think everyone saw, and the bulb, commercial bulb, electric bulb, it may printed on that 100 watt 240 volts like that, it will print. So here now P is power, I told, P is power, the units of power is, work is joules, see this is joules per second, so work is joules per second time, power is work per second. Work is measured in work or energy, same units, work energy same only, that's why energy, this is joules per second. This specially 1 joule per 1 second is called watt, special units. Joules per second, this is only called watts. So power is measured in joules per second or simply watts. That's why 100 watts means what? Its power is 100. That means it consumes 100 watts energy. It consumes 100 watts energy from 240 volts supply, 100 watts energy. Suppose how current will pass through this bulb filament, through filament. Suppose bulb, here bulb is like this there, two filament there, in this like very small spring like one wire is there, that is made up of tungsten material. Tungsten material, this filament bulb. Why? Because iron or copper or silver, with any material, if we prepare this wire, because the thickness of this wire is very small, that means 0.01 mm like that thickness is there, very thin spring like it will wound, because very small diameter means resistance increase, the CSA decrease means resistance increase. I told, to increase the resistance they will prepare with that much very thin diameter. Okay, when current is passing, this will red heat. very hot, high temperature will produce. Due to the temperature, if the wire is this much small thin, due to that heat, remaining metals, copper, aluminum like this they will melt, they will break. That's why they will prepare that filament with the material tungsten. Tungsten means having very more melting point, that is nearly 3000 degrees centigrade temperature want for melting the tungsten. So the melting point of tungsten is very high, that's why they will use tungsten. So that it can withstand for that heating. Due to that reason, it will prepare with the tungsten. Okay. Anyway, now, so because of resistance, the current will pass. Now we want what is the resistance of 100 watt lamp. So now here W we know 100 watts, voltage we know V 240 volts. Now we want resistance or how much. You see WVR, see in this formula here W means here P, power, watts unit W, but symbol for what is P. Okay, now P, power, VRC, PVR. So we can use this formula, P is equal to V square by R. That's why three formulas are there according to situation. Here voltage, wattage there means to calculate the resistance we will use this only. If you use this one, I not there. So calculate I only, we are using this because I is equal to V by R. So anyway we want resistance means we will use P is equal to V square by R. Now cross multiplication, PR is equal to V square, we want R is equal to V square by this P comes down. So here V is 240 into 240 by R is 100. This cancellation 0. So 24 into 24 maybe 576. This is resistance, ohms symbol. So the resistance of 100 watt bulb filament resistance is 576 ohms. Like that we can calculate the resistance by using this formula. Now this is about wattage. What is energy? Now energy. Energy means what? This how much for a time, certain time, how much power is consuming, that is called for a certain period of time, how much power is consuming the electrical appliances, that is called energy. So here watt is a very small unit, that's why 1 kilowatt unit they will take in commercially, they will take kilowatt. That means 1000 watts is equal to 1 kW. 1000 watts is equal to 1 kilowatt. Kilowatt will consider to measure the electrical appliances, to measure the energy through appliances. Energy means time we should consider. That's why the unit, our electrical unit is 1 kWh. See, 1 kWh is equal to 1 unit according to our electrical board. 1 kWh means what here meaning? 1 kilowatt hour, 1 kilowatts per hour. For 1 hour, see, kilowatts into hour, so that is 1 kilowatt hour, that is 1 unit. We should multiply the kilowatts into hour, that is kilowatt hour. So 1 unit. That means 1 kilowatts of power is passing through 1 hour, then that becomes 1 unit. This how much means 1 kilowatt hour means what? 1000 joules per second into hour. See, 1 kilowatt hour, 1 kilowatt means what? 1000 watts. 1000 watts is equal to 1 kilowatt. Here 1000 kilowatt, that is joules per second units. Into here time is hours. If you write this 1000 joules per second into this hours, you write in seconds means 60 into 60. So this is 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 5 joules per second. that is, we can write this 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per second. This is the unit for 1 unit. 1 electrical unit is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per second, or 36 into 10.5 also you can write. But generally the powers, 10 powers take means here points, small numbers will take. That's why 3.6 means here 1 0 we add. So 6, it will become 6. If you write 36 only means 5 only, no problem. Just for calculation this is. Anyway value is same. Okay. 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per second. That much energy is equal to 1 unit. So depending upon that the bill will pass. That is kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is 1000. 1 kilowatt is 1000 watts. 1 kilowatt is 1000 watts. 1 kilowatt hours is equal to 1 electrical unit. 1 electrical unit. If you want in joules, the conversions main questions will ask means 1 unit is equal to how many joules per second energy means 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joules per second. Now, next small topic is overloading and how to our power consumption to our house. That is, suppose our house is there, electrical poles are there. From the poles, 2 wires will pass. For streets, you know already, everyone, 240, nearly 240 volts. Our Indian voltage through lines is single phase. Double phase means 440 volts, that is different. One single phase 240 volts. Now 1 plus or minus. But here this is AC. In our house supply is not DC. In electricity there are 2 types. One is AC, second one is DC. AC voltage, DC voltage. AC voltage means alternate. AC means current here. Current will pass because of voltage. That's why AC voltage there means AC current will pass. DC voltage there means DC current will pass. That's why AC means what? Alternating current. AC means alternating current. DC means direct current. This alternate means what? DC means what? Clearly next chapters one electromagnetism, those chapters is there. There I will explain clearly that. Here just you remember AC means alternating current, DC means direct current. Our house current is AC current. So whenever we are discussing about AC current, we should not tell positive negative. So here phase neutral you should say. Phase neutral. Neutral. Phase means plus, neutral means minus, like DC. DC directly we will say positive negative, positive terminal, negative terminal. Here in case of this is AC, this is DC. In case of AC means phase wire, neutral wire, like that we will call. One phase wire is there, phase 1 I will write P, N I will write neutral, phase 2 neutral. So now this will pass through our board, mains board. From mains board here meter is there. So mains board, this parallelly we can connect here fan, here TV, here anything like that. One phase wire, one neutral wire, one phase wire, one neutral wire, along with the switch we will connect. So whichever we on, parallel connection. That's why whatever we want to on we can on, whatever we want to off we can off by using switches. Now how many appliances are in use, that much current is passing from this mains. It will take that much current. Suppose this is on, this is on. This is 100 watt bulb, this is 1000 watt heater. So totally 1100 watts of energy it will draw from this one, from this one. So the meter will take the reading. Okay, we are using some fan. Suppose it is taking 2 amperes current, heater 5 amperes current, tube light 2 amperes current, this is fan 3 amperes, TV 5 amperes, again 3 amperes, fridge this is 5 amperes, like that we are using. Now for any mains, on the mains the maximum current rating is 5 to 20 amperes. Maximum below in this middle 6, 7, like that up to 60 amperes only we should use. Suppose if the current is, that means what, here 3 plus 5, we are using this appliance, the fan will take 3 amperes, heater take 5 amperes, like that suppose taking, then what is our total load? 8, 16 plus 2, 358, 16 plus 2, 18 amperes current is, it is taking. Okay, now it is below 20 only, no problem. Now another load, we are taking one motor, big motor, that is, it wants 6 amperes current. Then total ampere becomes 24 amperes. It is exceed that rating. So up to 20 amperes current only the meters can withstand. But we are taking 20 amperes current, along these appliances we are adding this motor also. Then the total current passing through that board is 24 amperes. In that situation, it cannot withstand, then due to overheating, all the equipments will blast, the wires, everything will blast, sparks will come, damage, that is, some accident will occur. So our appliances also will damage. That is called overloading. Overloading means what? The current drawn excess, the excess current is drawn, then the normal amperage rating. Here normal amperage rating is 20 amperes. If you are using more than 20 amperes by adding the appliances, then the excess current will damage to the appliances. That is called overloading. That means we are loading, overloading. We are adding some load over. So that is called overloading. When overloading, what is happening? The phase wires and all they will burst. That means due to that heating, all the equipments will burn. So this is very damage. To prevent this, to prevent the appliances from this damage, for every house they will provide one security system, that is called fuse. That is called fuse. So what they will do means, before entering to our connection only, directly from the mains, before coming to our house connection only, the phase wire is passing through, the phase wire from the supply is passing through one fuse, then only to our meter it will attach. Neutral is direct. From here only to our house. That means what? Whatever current we are taking, that is from this mains only it will come. From mains only it will enter to our house. How much we are taking, that where the supply is coming from mains only. So our load is coming from this mains. Now this fuse wire is made up of very low melting material. That is tin, lead. Generally tin, lead are very low melting points. So tin wire, these two are 2 points. These two are attached with small 2 or 3 leads of tin wire. They will attach. Then it is passing. This is conductor. It is passing. Okay. How much wires they will keep means, these thin wires will withstand up to 20 amperes. Like that they will calculate, and the leads they will 2-3 leads we want, or 4 leads we want, that many leads they will twist and attach the fuse wire. Okay, that means up to 20 amperes it can withstand. That means all the time, all the appliance we are not using. See, in your house daily TV, fridge, fan, all you will on anytime? No. Suppose that situation come means, then all you are on, overloading also happens. Then what will happen means, total excess current will pass through it. Immediately when the excess current is passing through this, immediately due to low melting point it will break. When it will breaks, the current cuts. The current will not enter to our appliance. So that means we are safe. That means like bodyguard. See, for ministers, bodyguard is there. Anyone attack to ministers means front of the ministers bodyguards are there. So they will save the life of that ministers, some escort. So like that here it is the bodyguard to our house appliances. That is fuse. So whatever extra current overloading is occurred, the current is passing directly from the phase wire. First it should pass through the main only. Without passing this, it will not enter to our load, our appliances. So definitely it will pass through this only. Whenever it is just passing only, it will break. It will once break means it is disconnected, our supply. So no supply is passing through our appliances. So we are safe, but it is damaged. Okay, immediately we will another fuse wire we will take and attach. It is very less cost. So like, but in modern technology nowadays, instead of these fuses, some technology developments. See, this is in olden days. I am telling, this is the method of olden days. That time fuses, every time overloading, the fuses will burn. They will go and electricians will come and again fuses will arrange like that. But nowadays, instead of these fuses, automatic CMBs, circuit breakers are there. Circuit breakers are there. That means mains on and off automatically will happening. That also I will explain later. Miniature circuit breakers, MCBs, that parts that automatically without burning they will twist. That means the position of the switch will change according to overload. Okay, that is different. So like this safeguard. This is about energy, power. So we should learn all these formulas, these three formulas. Power, energy means 1000 watts is equal to 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt hour is called 1 unit. 1 kWh means 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit. That is 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joule second for energy consideration. I hope everyone understood this lesson. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.